volunteer who works on the tree committee in Chelmsford. When I also was a history teacher at secondary school and an English teacher. And they were always talking about this beautiful tree that was in the common, down in the common. Well, I'm a newbie to Chelmsford. I've only been here maybe about 10 years now. And I kept saying, I don't remember tree, you know, it just didn't make an impact on me. Then when I found out this tree was planted in 1891 and it was cut down, it had to be cut down, I went, well, what happened to all the wood? That's a historical legacy. We have to do something about that. So, talking to Jim Martin and a few of the other people on the tree committee, I found out that there was a huge log down by the high school. I said, there is. So I went right down there, and the first time I saw it, it was just a log covered in snow and a mess in it, leaves and everything else. So I said, I'm going to do something about this. By the time I got around to being able to check at the high school with the principal, Steve, I found out that Doug had already started with Felix, or at least trying to get a sculpture together. He had already made forays before into doing it, but as he said, they couldn't get a sculptor. Okay, so now here I go, and poor Doug didn't know what hit him when I first got in there. I said, I'm Ginny Marshall and I want something done with the log. He said, what are you talking about? But like a bulldog with an idea or a capture, I just kept at it and trying to figure out, you know, how we can get it moved and all this stuff. And in the meantime, Doug and a few other people were really on board with this. When I went to Mr. Murray, he was all for it. He was really enthusiastic. And I'll tell you something. When you have people who are really enthusiastic about something and they all get together and they all think about it, it works. When I first met Felix, I said, oh, this kid's going to be really a dynamite worker at this because he had so many ideas. As Doug said, though, I think he was really overwhelmed in the beginning. We had a big discussion about what kind of a lion we wanted. We didn't want a repeat of what was going to be, what is out on the lawn there. We wanted something really interesting, different, and unique. Felix, in his creativity, came up with his idea. We all tossed it around. I guess the art teachers were in on it too, which was fabulous. It was such a group effort. When you see this sculpture and you realize it was planted just like kids in 1891, like Felix, lots of promise. Over 100 years later, wait until you see this wood sculpture. It is breathtaking. And when you think that this student, I almost called you a kid again, was out there, I had been there, and I just said, wow. And then when I actually saw the final piece, he added details to it that were just phenomenal. I cannot tell you, when you see this, you will be overwhelmed. And you people are so lucky to have so many good people in Chelmsford, like your principal, like your art teachers, like your woodworking people, people in the front office. I mean, when people get together, they can produce fabulous things. And I can't wait until 100 years from now when kids are going to say, who did that anyway? So God bless them and God bless everybody who helped out, and enough of my talking.
So before we hear from Felix, we have a friend of Felix's family, Mr. Douglas Hsu. He's the director of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Boston. He'd like to say a couple words, and then we'll hear from Felix, and then we'll take the cover off. Great. Where's Mr. Hsu? Oh, there he is. Welcome, Mr. Hsu.
Hi, how are you? Congratulations. Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Douglas Hsu. I'm the Director General of Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Boston, aka Consul General from Taiwan. So this is my great honor to be able to participate in today's event. My wife and I actually went to Acton about a month ago to this art gallery in Acton. And as we walked into this art gallery, we found this a stone sculpture right in front of us. It was the head of a young man, and I was told that it was the work of Felix. So both my wife and I were amazed by the detail Felix can, well, do on a stone. And, well, I think, well, as there's a American program, you call it American Got Talent, and I'm very proud to say that Taiwanese American also got a talent. So, well, I'm really happy that I'm able to participate in today's event, and I know that as I was standing behind all the crowd over there, I know that this is a very special high school because the teacher here are very patient, very encouraging. You encourage all your students, no matter what they got in them. I believe that, well, God put put gifts in different people. So you all have different gifts inside of you. So I believe that no matter what grade you are right now, I hope that you can take advantage of your study here in a CHS and, well, to dig out those talents you have. And maybe, who knows, one day, it will be you who stand here to be recognized. So once again, I would like to congratulate Felix for your great works, and thanks for everybody's participation. Thank you very much.
Now the man of the hour, Felix.